Has one interconnected ocean. A vast blue expanse critical to life on Earth. And there's no better animal to represent the ocean's beauty than the killer whale.
They live in every corner of the ocean, from the Arctic to the Atlantic, the Southern to the Indian, to the Pacific and beyond.
The killer whale story is the ocean story, and it's one we all share.
We are one world, united by our ocean.
These behaviors keep the whales active and engaged. SeaWorld's killer whales have inspired generations to care about our natural world, and we're excited to share their story with all of you. you today.
Killer whales are the ocean's top predator. They use cooperation and communication, not just size and strength, to take their place at the top of the ocean's food web. At the bottom are small animals, like krill. At the top, the apex predator, the killer whale. Killer whales are as big as a bus, faster than an Olympic swimmer, high flying and powerful.
We're going to see all of that today and more. These and other behaviors provide an environment full of enrichment.
We spend days, weeks, months, and years building relationships with our whales. This creates trust, and that allows us to do some amazing things. For example, when you visit the doctor, you present your arm to draw blood, or step on the scale to see how much you weigh. It's much the same with our whales.
Throughout today's experience, you'll see the whales moving together in unison. These synchronized behaviors strengthen their social bonds and allow them to problem solve as a group. This is just another reason they are known as the ocean's top predator. Their scientific name is Orcinus orca. Their common name, killer whale. The 4 whales in arc here have their own individual names, Sakari, Takara, and joining us here out front are Kyuquot and Tuar. Sakari is the youngest whale that we have, and Takara is the oldest whale at 34 years old. Killer whales also live in a matriarchal society with 1 female in charge, and for this whale pod, that's Takara, which means she's the leader. These whales trust us, and they take an active role in their own health and well-being. Through the use of positive reinforcement training techniques, we teach them husbandry or healthcare behaviors. Trainers Tati and Ceci are joining us here at the slide outs to help demonstrate some of these behaviors. One of the first behaviors we teach the whales is called a fluke present, in which the whales present their tail flukes to the trainers, just as they're demonstrating now. Not only does the fluke present allow us to observe the whale's entire body, but it also allows us access to the easy-to-see shallow veins in the white undersides of their tail flukes. Our veterinarians can collect a blood sample from these veins at least once a month, and the whales are conditioned to remain calm throughout the entire procedure. Throughout today's presentation, you may notice the trainers giving the whales tail massages, back rubs, or even splashing them with buckets of water. Killer whales have very sensitive skin, and this is a great way to build a relationship with them. Collecting blood is just one way we can ensure the health of these animals. Another important diagnostic is how much each animal weighs. We'll weigh them once a week. To get an accurate weight, we'll ask the whales to slide their entire body out of the water onto a whale-sized scale in one of the adjacent back pools. You'll notice that a portion of their bodies, from their dorsal fin all the way down to the tip of their tail flukes, is still in the water. This part of the body is called the peduncle, and it contains some very large, powerful muscles that can weigh several hundred pounds. So, to record an accurate weight, we'll ask the whales to lift their tail flukes up and out of the water. And that's how we know that as of this week, Kyuquot here is weighing in at over 9,800 pounds. It's important to weigh all of the whales to make sure our younger whales, like Sakari, are growing appropriately, and that the adult whales, like Kyuquot and Tuar here, are maintaining a healthy weight. Our husbandry behaviors help to ensure the whales are healthy and thriving.
And the care isn't just physical. Mental stimulation and play are vital, and we surprise and engage with our whales at every opportunity. Play is how killer whales teach their young to hunt, and for the adults, play is important too. It seems that they just enjoy having fun. Making time for play is an important part of life for killer whales, and for us.
Observational learning and mimicry play a critical role in the life of a killer whale. From the moment they're born, they learn necessary life skills by watching and mimicking their mothers and other members of the pod. Here at SeaWorld, they even watch us and mimic our movements. Let's see that in action. Everyone take out your left hand and let's give them a big wave hello. Look at that! As you can see, they're both paying very close attention to you. Killer whales have amazing eyesight both above and below the water, and they can also be seen spy hopping or even jumping completely out of the water to get a better view of their surroundings. Tuar is taking off to the bottom of this 40-foot deep pool to jump up and out of the center in a behavior we call a sighting bow. Now, Kyuquot is going to teach us more about how killer whales communicate. Killer whales communicate in a variety of ways, and the use of vocalizations is just one of them. Let's ask them for one. Take both your pointer fingers and lay them back and forth like you're conducting an orchestra. That sounded amazing! Did you know scientists believe when a killer whale leaps out of the water, it may be a way of communicating to make their presence known? You see, sound waves travel about 4.5 times faster through water than they do through air. So when a killer whale leaps out of the water and crashes back down on the surface, that's called a breach, and that sound can be heard from miles around. Let's give another round of applause for these amazing whales and for all of you. As you can see, killer whales can communicate by leaping out of the water and making a huge splash. SeaWorld's research and observation of the whales in our care has shed light on many mysteries about these amazing animals. For example, we know that the gestation period for a pregnant killer whale is 17 months. That's information that's impossible to obtain in the wild. However, some information can only be gained through field observation. For the past 60 years, SeaWorld has worked with our conservation partners from around the world to help further our knowledge. Killer whales are remarkable, powerful animals, and perhaps the best expression of that power is when they hunt.
Killer whales stand apart. They have no natural predators, and just about any other ocean animal could be their dinner. Depending on where they live and their chosen prey, they've developed some epic hunting techniques. Off the coast of South America, killer whales will beach themselves, riding in on waves just long enough to catch prey. They'll also create waves that knock animals like penguins or seals from icebergs. Most importantly, they cooperate, communicate, and coordinate as a team. Here's footage of killer whales corralling a school of herring. A whale dips in and feeds, while the other whales keep the fish together with swipes of their tail fins.
In the ocean, killer whales create waves to hunt, use fluke swipes to stun their prey, and can even beach themselves up and out of the water. For these whales, it's a fun demonstration, but for all of you, it's time to get wet! plates. They can eat over 100 pounds of food per day. Depending on where they live and the time of year, their prey can vary. Unfortunately, things like overfishing and pollution pose a serious threat to many populations of killer whales.
Killer whales are impressive animals. It's pretty obvious why they're the top predator in the ocean. That means killer whales are invincible, right? Wrong.
Killer whales depend on a plentiful food source and a clean environment. They're completely dominant, yet completely dependent.
When it comes down to it, killer whales are not the most powerful animal in the ocean.
Their future depends on you.
They're your actions.
Through the choices we all make.
We hold the future of killer whales and the oceans in our hands.
Killer whales continue to surprise and amaze us. They're the perfect ambassadors of the ocean, limitless, connected, powerful, but still vulnerable.
The challenges that we face can seem insurmountable.
Don't give up. Be inspired.
The ocean needs our help, and that seems overwhelming. But together, we can make it happen.
There's so much to learn.
So much to protect. So much to explore.
I watch this every day.
The killer whale story is still being written.
And there are simple things we all can do to make a difference.
All it takes is one choice.
One positive act. One ripple that can grow and grow.
And change the world.
Together, we've got this.
so much mystery.
Ladies and gentlemen, we hope that by joining us tonight, these animals have inspired you and have deepened your appreciation for killer whales, just as they have for all of us.